So Tim Burton's Dumbo hits the big screen this weekend, right? And I'm not gonna lie when I say this. I forgot that it was coming out. The trailers never wowed me. Nothing about it ever wowed me. Nothing about this movie ever was like, "Ooh yeah, man, get to the movie, see the Dumbo." If I want to watch Dumbo, I'll go back and I'll watch the original animated movie. This is what I don't like about these Disney remakes of their animated films. Like some of them look kind of cool. Like I'm not gonna lie, Aladdin's grown on me quite a bit. Dumbo was one I'm just like, really? You wanna make people believe elephants can fly? You did that a long time ago. Why didn't you guys try to figure it out? But here's the thing: is I'm not the only one to think that because Dumbo ain't doing very good. In fact, Dumbo is looking to top the box office this weekend, but not as high as other Disney live action remakes. And the thing is, that's a pretty big deal. Actually, that's a pretty big deal. So I meant to go back to the article here. It says here, Tim Burton's Dumbo will fly to the top of the box office, though it's underperforming in comparison to Disney's other live action remakes of animated classics. The film set for 46 million in its opening weekend. By comparison, Burton's own Alice in Wonderland opened to 161 million. That was in 2010, by the way, the first week of March 2010. Beauty and the Beast debuted with 174.5 million. That was, I believe, the third week of March 2017. And Jungle Book opened with 103.2 million, while Maleficent opened to 69.4. I don't remember when Jungle Book opened. I want to say April, one of those years, maybe 2016. And then Maleficent was first week of June 2014, coming out right after Memorial Day weekend. Cinderella, though, was the first week of March 2015. And the only reason why I really remember those dates was because I was working at movie theaters for a few of them. So I recall when they released. And that's really low. That is super low. That's lower than Cinderella, which at the time, these live action remakes were not as big of a deal as they are. Out of the three coming out this year, this was obviously kind of like the one that was most going to probably tank. Although Aladdin still could do worse. Let's be fair, could still do worse. Blue Genie, Will Smith. But let's take a quick look here and maybe another reason why. Looking over Rotten Tomatoes, the score is kind of crap. All right, the score is in fact kind of crap. It says here that Dumbo is held partly aloft by Tim Burton's visual flair, but a crowded canvas and overstretched story leave this live action remake more workmanlike than wondrous, with a 50% tomato meter score out of 247 reviews and an audience score of only 61%, but that's only 500 people. And I expect after this weekend, things are obviously going to probably go probably way down. I mean, if 40 some odd million, 46 million for the opening weekend is not much. It's not as much as it should be for something like this. And it's not like Disney didn't pull out all the stops for Dumbo. The thing is, a story like that is just not one people are going to rush out to go see, because Dumbo doesn't leave you feeling happy. That's the thing, right? So here's the thing. Like, you look at something like Dumbo, the original animated movie, and it's a sad movie. People don't want sad right now. They really don't want sad. They want something more upbeat, more uplifting. One of the reasons why I think Aladdin has a shot at actually doing well is because of the musical numbers. The musical numbers, much like Beauty and the Beast, are going to be basically the same thing with some slight variations. I mean, Lumiere, he dabbed. I can't ever dab. I'm in my 30s. He dabbed in Beauty and the Beast, and that was like one of the new additions and whatnot. Even though Be My Guest completely overextended itself to the point of nauseum in the movie, but I think that Aladdin has the opportunity in order to do well based upon nostalgia alone and the songs and the soundtrack. Then 2 months later, Lion King's coming out, and that's just going to dominate everything when that hits in July. So this movie was just one that they wanted to make. They got Tim Burton to do it. I don't know why Tim Burton decided to do it. I don't know why Tim Burton at all decided to do it. Probably because no one else will hire him to make anything right now. And the last few jobs he's gotten, it feels like, have been through Disney, because that's who he has a good relationship with. But people don't want this Tim Burton. That's another thing too. People don't want this Tim Burton. They want 1980s Tim Burton. They want Beetlejuice Tim Burton. They want Edward Scissorhands Tim Burton. They want, hell, even Batman Returns Tim Burton. They don't want this. If Tim Burton would go back to his roots, I think he'd see a career renaissance. I do. But I think that little weird gothy geeky kid from Burbank, California just doesn't have it in him anymore. And obviously audiences are kind of backing it up. Now, if he went back and made something like Big Fish again, that could also work out because Big Fish was fantastic. But this isn't the movie. And he works better in the original film spectrum, not whatever the hell Dumbo is. So I can't quite say I feel bad for Disney. This was one they should have never have touched in the first place. Like I can understand Aladdin and Lion King, but Dumbo is just like, ugh, you know, no, don't do it. Just don't do it.